Right. Feel situated there. How do I look? Let's see. Say hi to y'all. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the chat. Please ask your question, Tion, in the chat and choose your oracle. Let's have fun, y'all. Woohoo! All right. Well, Goog and Patrick are here. Y'all said you would be here. I'm impressed. Thank you so much for keeping your sacred promise to the OraCola on this Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. God, my days. Wednesday, November 24th, 2021, which is the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States of America, whatever it means for you, if it means anything. I know it's a somewhat controversial holiday amongst certain folks, and I understand why. But it is still very much ingrained in most people's like psyche because we're Americans for the most part. I mean, there's immigrants, but they came here for a reason. So yeah, it's the day before, and I know lots of our regular viewers are probably out with their families or they're traveling. So we're just going to do this show tonight for whoever's here and whoever watches it later, and hope the universe is able to send the guidance whenever it's needed for you to hear. It will always be here on YouTube, at least until they take it down. So thank you. Yeah, I thought I'd do some more neutrals tonight, little harvest colors. Just I didn't want to go orange. I've been doing a lot of orange and bright lately, so I was kind of like muted today. The man just wants to cancel holidays so we can have fewer days off. Well, that could be true. See, okay, so Apollo is here joining us, drinking his water. I guess every time he hears me start the show, it triggers something in his dog brain. And he's like, I need to make a lot of noise right now. And what's the best way for me to do that? Go slurp up a bunch of water. So that's his greeting to you. Okay. Well, since we only have the two of you, and we're going to have an intimate show tonight, let's get started, shall we? Okay. First thing we always do is we light some sacred wood on fire. Yes. We'll get to the water part. Let's do the fire part of the ritual. So the smoke is going to burn in the air. Then it's going to release its sweet smell. So the universe is invited and everything is smelling good and feeling good, and just kind of get that energy moving. And then we'll get the sound vibrations going with our little copper bell, just chasing away any negative tones or any harsh notes that might be lingering after that smoke. Also ringing the bell for service, letting the universe know we're here for you. We're ready to hear your messages. Okay. And then, of course, we have our 2020 apocalypse safety. It's our modern safety. This is our UV lamp. We want to get rid of any kind of pathogens that might be lurking in the area. So we're going to just zap them with some artificial man-made blue-colored sunshine and see if that makes a difference in our health, in our spiritual health. Okay. All right. And then, of course, we've got our possibly toxic, but we've been using it so long, we're just going to keep on keeping on. Rich Bitch Witch Spray. And this is just to bring in any kind of abundance that might be lurking out there, drawing it towards us. Yes, we're here to receive the messages from the universe. We're also here to receive any abundance the universe sends our way. And as always, I got to say it, if you're able to send a donation or an offering or a tip or a whatever, hush money, whatever you want to call it with your accountant, my way, then you may do so to arcieola. That's ARCIECOLA. And you can do that through PayPal or Venmo. And if you are able to contribute, it is much appreciated. It is not necessary, but I love any kind of offerings that come my way because ultimately I am a person living in the third dimension and I got bills to pay. All right. So, woo, we already got the chat going. Awesome. I love it. Is mom going to join us tonight? Or was that a special one-time thing for last week? It was mom last week. I heard. Oh yeah, let's get to the water part. If you got them, drink them. Cheers. Oh yeah. Bless y'all's hearts. And happy Thanksgiving and happy OraCola and happy you and happy me and happy everywhere. Happy, 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 happy. We're so goddamn happy at the end of the world. Yeah. You know what? If I had a hot tub, I would be there right now too. So I don't blame them. It gets all like the screen gets all messed up if you try to watch something in the hot tub. So it's better just to forget about it, just unplug and relax into that muscle relaxation and that heat and all that. So, oh my God. Oh, a tarot reading for your travels tomorrow would be awesome. Well, of course. Well, I haven't introduced the oracles yet. I know y'all are regulars, but let me go through them real quick for anybody who's watching later. So, of course, you can choose your oracle. You would need to ask your question in the chat and then choose your oracle when you ask your question. You have a few different oracles to choose from. They are listed in the description box below. But if you are willing to follow along, here's what we got. We got the arcieola tarot. That is my special deck that I've been using for years that I made myself. And then we got the crystal deck. So you want a card that's going to give you the earth energy and you want a crystal inspiration. That's the one you're going to choose. If you're looking for some plant medicine, different kind of energy from the earth, you can always choose the essential oil deck. That'll give you some ideas about essential oils or plants you might need to incorporate their energy into your life to solve your problem. There are our complex oracles. There is the Book of Revelation oracle. So this one you would need to state your question and at the same time give me a number between 1 and 22. And then when I tell you I've seen your question, I will ask you for another range of numbers. So stick around, don't go piss. And then, of course, our favorite but tricky lately, the porticle. This is another one where you got to give me a number between 1 and 755 this time. And remember, if you type a question for the porticle, you got to keep it clean. So substitute some asterisks and some zeros and some other odd characters in so that the YouTube bot doesn't censor your chat before I can see it. Because it happens. It happens. Oh, yeah, and we can't forget everybody's favorite Karen, the magic hate ball. If you want a non answer or a frustrating answer, this is the oracle for you. Okay, now back to the original question here. Where y'all headed? Are you flying, you driving, taking the train? What's the scoop? That might help inform the universe's answer. What do you think? Driving to Meemaw's. Well, it's a good thing that you got a Meemaw, I guess, because mine's long gone. But honestly, I don't miss her that much. She was hell on wheels. Oh, meeting Patrick's family there. Okay. So, where is Meemaw's? Is it nearby? It must be if y'all are all. Oh, Brian, that's quick. That's a quick and dirty trip. You don't even got to spend the night. That's a winner right there. All right. So, advice for the travels. Just what to expect, maybe what energies you want to put with your luggage or your bag or whatever you're bringing with you. Did you? Hopefully you don't got to cook too, because that's a pain in the ass to balance a hot casserole on your lap the whole way. It's only doable in town and within a certain number of miles. Okay. For y'all tomorrow, the universe wants you to know. Ooh, the chariot. That's good. So not only are you going to be getting in your chariot, driving down to Bryan and meeting up with Meemaw and the rest of the fam, it's going to be a good day. Everybody's going to be in a pretty good mood, hopefully, and even if they aren't, you will be able to persevere and enjoy your time. You know, family is precious. If you got family, and you're able to get along, it's always good to catch up with them. Even if you don't see each other all the time, it's still good to catch up with folks because when the shit goes down, you need to know where your pod is. You need to know where you can escape to if necessary, for sure. And you also need to know who to defend against who might come hunting out your shit. So, yeah, keep tabs on the family. Carol Gina, well, hello. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Patrick's mom. Sorry, I've already said hi to Patrick. Well, welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Hopefully, y'all have a fantastic celebration tomorrow. Myself, am doing something new that I've never done on Thanksgiving before. And I know it's weird because I've lived a certain number of years and surely it should have happened by now. But actually, I'm going to a job tomorrow. I got some seasonal market gig and they're open tomorrow. Excuse me, and I'm going to go work. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cook a turkey. I might cook a chicken this weekend. I don't know. It depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. I got to cook it by the first. That's when the expiration is. But I got some time to think about the chicken. I think tomorrow I might just. I have a little steak that I picked up yesterday. Not a big one, just a little one. I might cook that before I go to work, and then I'll have a good belly full of steak, and I'll be able to hold out till late at night when I come home and got to feed the dog. So that's going to be my Thanksgiving. But you know what? I'm grateful to have employment. I'm grateful to have a steak in the fridge. I'm thankful that even though the universe is throwing a lot of curveballs at us lately, I'm grateful that we are having this time together tonight. So there's where I am. Oh yeah. You know, I thought about trying to set up a camera at some point and doing just a quick little demo, but first of all, my kitchen's really small, like not very set up for any kind of camera work. And also, it's very dark and just kind of depressing and not very interesting. And I just don't feel like it, you know? It was one thing when it was a little bit more of open space and I had room to move around and there was other things to focus on, but just like nobody to run the camera and just like looking at some ugly ass brown shelf from the 80s, probably not what anybody wants to look at. So, not going to do any more cooking, I don't think. But OraCola in, I will be in for a bit. I feel like I need to feel this one out some because even though it's a reboot, it's been a while and everything's changed and I got different oracles and it's a different setup. So I'm going to focus on OraCola in. But thank you for missing my cooking. Oh, okay. Let's see. We got some questions here. Good thing. Carol Jean, I'm interested in the outlook for my husband's health, please. Okay, for the tarot, we got another tarot question. And then we got another one from Goog there down below, and we got a revelation. So hang tight, focus, meditate on your question. That way the universe is going to send you the messages. It takes time to get through sometimes. All right, husband's health. All right, let's see. Well, here's a disclaimer I haven't given in a while, which I will now since we got a newbie in the house. Tarot is always going to give you an answer that is more proactive on your end. So what you need to do, how you need to behave, how you need to take the news, that kind of thing. So it's not going to give you yes or no, positive or negative. It's going to give you an archetype to guide your way of dealing with the situation, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Ooh, the star. Okay, this is good. I think it just means that you need to keep the faith and that you need to look toward the heavens for your guidance and trust that it's going to work out how it needs to. But overall, the star is a pretty positive card as long as you're realistic and you're holding the higher vibration. Really, the star is the card that it tells you there's different ways this could turn out, but if you hold the higher vibration and you hold the higher way of behaving around it, then it will work out in the best. Maybe not in the best in the moment, but eventually for the best. It's just all about manifesting and not manifesting negativity, because it's easy to get sucked into a spiral of negativity. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to hold the higher vibration. We're going to be honest with ourselves, and we're going to know it's going to be okay. So there is your answer. Good luck with that, and good luck to hubby. And I think I should have turned my Bluetooth speaker off, but I didn't. It's all right. I heard a mechanical voice, and I was like, what the? Oh, yeah, it's the speaker. Okay, Goog has a question. My hobby is writing web bots and scrapers, and I don't know what the fuck you just said, but I'm going to assume it's something worth a damn. Okay. Will that hobby ever get me in real trouble? Revelation number 20. Okay. Well, from the way you described it, it seems like it's some kind of, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even want to speculate. I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to see what the revelation says. So, chapter 20. Let's see. Hold up. Now I'm in the glossary. Okay. I need a number between 1 and 15. Goog. A number between 1 and 15. And we will see what your hobby has for you. Okay. you like writing little programs that pretend to be humans going on websites. So you mean you're responsible for most of the YouTube comments? Is that what you're saying? Is that what kind of thing it is? 13. Okay. All right. Book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. Now, if you didn't game the system and cheat and look ahead because you know how this oracle works, I would say that's a pretty strong indication that maybe you should back off this hobby, because it doesn't look like it's going to turn out good for you in the long run. Now, you can choose to ignore that. You can choose to interpret that a different way. If you worship Cthulhu or the squid or whatever cult, and that's your jam, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it means you're going to go out there and you're going to slay with your work, and you're going to cause all kind of chaos and destruction and feed your ego and just bring all kind of dark magic on the world. But hopefully, for the sake of humanity, you'll just decide to put your energies elsewhere. Okay. Okay, there is your answer. Oh, wow. We already got 20 minutes down. So nice. So I did a little bit of research on Thanksgiving because I thought I might be giving useful information to y'all. And since we don't have a whole lot of folks watching right now, we can have a little diversion into some history. And you can double check this. It's very general. I'm not getting into specifics here. But of course, that Thanksgiving fairy tale that they hoisted upon everybody about the pilgrims and the Indians and the whatnot is total horseshit. It never fucking happened. It's bullshit. No. However, the real origins of the holiday go back to harvest festivals because, of course, they do. And humanity has been celebrating harvest festivals for fucking ever since we started harvesting shit, which was a few thousand years ago, according to our history. Now, perhaps that's not really the truth, but anyway, we work with what we got. So, of course, we start out with the harvest festivals, and then as you know, things get a little bit more religious in the European times in the 15, 16, 1700s during the expansion to the Americas. There was a lot of religious folks who decided to use those festivals as a template for their religious things. So they started assigning days of Thanksgiving. What is it? Days of fasting and days of Thanksgiving. And these were declared dependent on omens. Like if the queen died, you'd have some days of fasting. If you won the battle, you'd have some days of Thanksgiving. It's kind of like that, but it was very individualistic. It wasn't a regular holiday. It didn't always happen at the same time. Every region celebrated it different, every country. Anyway, so you import all them people that's already doing that shit to a new country. Of course, they're going to declare days of Thanksgiving because it's been their tradition to celebrate milestones and achievements for the community. And so when they landed, every community kind of declared their own, and everybody kept their own custom. Uh, and move forward to as the country starts to become a country, and Abraham Lincoln was the first president to declare a national holiday. Before, it had been a very regional, state driven thing. So we had the national holiday declared. It wasn't official. It was just like kind of a proclamation. I hear ye, here's what this is. And so that happened in the 1860s, I think. And then FDR in the late 30s decided he wanted to change the date just a little bit because Lincoln had put it last Thursday of November. And so that's what everybody been doing for a long time. Then Roosevelt comes along trying to stimulate that economy through the end of the Depression, saying, okay, retailers need more time to do their Christmas shit because everybody starts shopping for Christmas after Thanksgiving. And so he proclaimed that Thanksgiving would be moved to the third Thursday in November. And folks didn't take kindly to it. And this is a beautiful example of how public resistance to some bullshit that the man hands down can change it back to the way folks really want it. Pay attention, pay attention. It took a little time, but enough people resisted, enough states resisted. It was enough of a shit show that eventually FDR went and made the fourth Thursday, the last one, the way it used to be, of November, officially Thanksgiving in the United States. And that's when it became official national holiday. So, there's your history of some Thanksgiving. Yes, don't let the man tell you what to do when you know how you want to do it is not the way he wants you to. Okay, got another question here from the Carol Jean. I love that name. Love the way it's spelt. It's like looks like a country musician's name. Carol Jean Schroeder. Does the tarot have any wisdom to share about finances? Perhaps. I don't know if the tarot is always the best oracle for that. Usually that's a more the realm of the magic 8 ball. But let's see. Let's see. Ooh, the high priest. So with your finances, now this is a very broad couple of things coming together, but you might need to think about governing your finances like you would a church, in that you take 10% and you make sure everybody pays what they owe you. You need to get that tithe. You need to get that tithe. Also, it doesn't necessarily mean that your finances are going to be uh, good like the Catholic churches, because there's a lot of nefarious, shady shit going on with their finances. But I think you could take the higher road and the better vibration of that and just use your wisdom and your smarts and know your loopholes around the tax code, because that's how religion does it. They don't got to pay taxes. Oh my God. Will Mima be in a good mood tomorrow, Magic 8 Ball? Well, hopefully she will, because you got the chariot card. Of course, that could mean that you just need to drive away real fast. You're welcome, Carol Jean. Okay, let's see if she's going to give us a good answer. Magic 8 Ball. Well, okay. What do we got? What do we got? Oh no, it's up. Is it upside down? Shit. Oh no, it flipped. She's changed her mind. Okay, let's see if this works. It is certain. It is certain. There you go. Can you read it? It is certain. All right, you'll just have to rewind it. But yes, Meemaw's gonna be in a good mood. I told you, you got the chariot, y'all got the star, y'all got the high priest. Like y'all are in good hands. Y'all are in good hands. Tomorrow's gonna be good. Cheers to that. Well, that's the thing with Karen, the Magic 8 Ball. She leaves that up to you, and I'm taking the higher vibration. What have I been preaching this whole time? If you take the higher vibration, the chance of you having a better time and a better outcome is way higher than if you take the lower vibration. It's up to you. It's your soul's journey. You can choose whatever path you want. I'm just saying, it's probably better to take the high vibration. Yes. Okay. So we learned about Thanksgiving. Oh, I forgot. We have a question from our friend Megatex. I saw it earlier. Let's see if there's another question. Okay. Okay. What do I need to have a better relationship with my in-laws? Okay. I think I get it. Tarot, please. Interesting. While I'm here, let me check Facebook. Usually nobody puts a question on Facebook, but we'll just double check. Nope. Okay. So, make a text. Better relationship with the fam. How can you manifest that through the higher vibration? Family is just family. And it can be a shitty, horrible experience, or it can be a less shitty, horrible experience. It can be good too, but come on, let's be real. Oh, okay. Oh, temperance. Okay. This is a good one, I think. I think it means you need to meet them halfway. So you need to extend the olive branch whenever possible and Also, try to understand where they're coming from. And then temperance doesn't mean that you have to bend over backwards. It means that you come to the middle and you find balance. And if they're not willing to go their way, then you can find the balance in another way that will give you the peace of mind that you need. Moderation is also a part of temperance. So perhaps you need to see them less. I don't know how often you see them, but maybe just back away some, maybe be less involved, maybe have them less involved with you. I think mostly it just means to come to a better understanding. Find a balance, make peace with what's not going to change, hope for the best, hold the higher vibration, and also recognize where you can give a little. It's always about give and take, right? So good luck with that. Okay, we got another one for Magic. We got another one for Magic Hate Ball. Is Costco going to stop stocking my collagen supplements forever? Well, has a lot to do with two things. First, did you and everybody else buy enough of them collagen supplements for Costco to keep it on their order sheet? And also, how many of them components is coming from China or some other country overseas and it's sitting on a shipping container? Okay, we got an answer here. Let's see if I can read it. Come on. Now, now it's being bad. I swear this 8 ball is possessed. It says, and this is straight from Costco's PR department, better not tell you now. So basically, they want you to keep shopping whether or not the collagen's there because you might find some other shit to buy. I really do hope you find it. And if not, well, maybe it's a sign that you need to move on to a different supplement. It happens. Everybody has a different time in their life where they have to move on to new products because some shit gets discontinued. And even though you really loved it, sorry, the man says you can't have it no more. Time to adjust. All right. I think I'm going to get me some tea because I'm feeling thirsty. Let's see what kind of Thanksgiving tea is going to come up for us today. Ooh, this is fun. Okay, the YouTube dislike button controversy. Now, this is kind of a silly thing, but it's also an indicative thing, indicative of the amount of control and censorship and propaganda that we're all living under constantly 24/7, 365, and its relentless assault upon how it shapes our culture. Now, a few weeks ago, YouTube announced that they were going to be disabling the dislike button entirely. And people were like, why? Because we've been disliking a lot of the shit you've been pushing at us, and maybe, just maybe, you don't like it. Well, YouTube was like, well, no, we just don't want them smaller creators that's just getting off the ground to be bullied by bunches of people that go around disliking their shit just for the shit of it, trolls and whatnot. Which I'm sure happens, but is probably not that big of a problem compared to people in mass, which I have noticed, disliking in large proportion lots of the posts put out by the mainstream media and other news outlets. And also places like the White House. Yeah, lots of dislikes. And when you see thousands and thousands of dislikes on a thing and maybe 2 or 3 likes, that's really, really going to give you some information about what most people think about something. There's always going to be those few trolls, but most people are aligned when you look at that kind of overwhelming disproportion of like and dislike. So, yes, exactly. They don't want anybody to feel bad. So they said they were going to get rid of it. Well, people complained. They put pressure on it. They said how stupid it was. So YouTube relented. They put the button back, but they said, well, we're just not going to show it publicly how many dislikes something has. So as a creator, you can see the info when you log in, but no one else can see it. It's just you can click it if you want to. So you can still click it. It still works like it used to, supposedly, but you cannot see publicly what someone's dislike to like ratio is on their videos. So kind of a compromise, but not really. It's just another reason why people are throwing up their hands and just like, Jesus, take the fucking wheel, because we are in clown world times 5,000 all the time now. And I just don't know which way to go. No. Yeah. So there's the YouTube dislike button. Personally, I think if it ain't broke, why you gotta fuck with it? So what if you got a bunch of stuff out there that people don't like, and they I mean, I don't ever use the like dislike ratio to judge whether or not I'm going to watch something. It has never been a deciding factor in what I choose to view on YouTube. And maybe that's just me. Maybe other people are different. But that I know is an easily manipulable, kind of like easily manipulated metric. It's set up for kind of just it's set up to get people a sense of control, right? Supposedly your likes and dislikes will guide the algorithm so that YouTube sends you information that you want to see. But frankly, usually when I'm on YouTube, I ain't even logged in. So I'm just getting different sets of stuff that the algorithm sends me depending on whether or not I've logged in, which you have to be to comment or subscribe or do any of that shit. Or if you're just a casual viewer, not logged in, just like watching shit, which is usually what I do. So I don't know. It's just the whole thing's just dumb. But yeah, they should have kept it the way it was, because that's how they set it up. And if they don't like it now, well, too fucking bad. What was it? What? A lot of people were making the case that the dislikes help prevent bad tutorials from getting people injured. Oh, well, I guess. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't use YouTube for tutorials typically. I just it's now been a big part of my life, but I can see that. I can entertain that argument, but I still think it was a very small proportion that the YouTube was claiming they were trying to help. They were trying to help those people, right? That's what they said. Really, it was just about helping out mainstream media, which YouTube is. Let's be honest. I mean, it's kind of a weird mesh of social media and mainstream media. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's weird. We're living in the end times, so why the fuck not? Cheers. All right. Y'all got any other questions? I know it's a very small group of folks here tonight. I might just wrap it up early because I know y'all got family shit to do. You got to pack up. You got to get ready to go to me malls, all that. So I do appreciate y'all stopping by. But if y'all don't have any extra questions, I'll probably just wrap it up. Wait. I did have astrology to say. So just FYI, um, the sun is now in Sagittarius. So I don't know if you felt that shift because the eclipse was the big energy last week. That was kind of like overshadowing the sun moving into Sagittarius. But another thing that's interesting is that today Mercury is moving into Sagittarius. So it's going to give you the urge to get out there and think about new things and entertain new thoughts and maybe explore a new hobby, wink, wink, all of that. So just use that energy tomorrow that's supposed to be good around your family to Open your mind to new things, new possibilities, new thoughts, new ideas, new feelings. And also, not get swept away in this la la land. Really kind of pay attention to the details. Don't let that slide. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, astrology is going to be super intense through the end of the year. We're really working up to that last Saturn Uranus square, which is happening, I think, right around Christmas. In Venus and Pluto is going to get conjunct, and Venus is going to go retrograde. She's going to go back and forth over that bitch, and she's in the underworld, and he's ruling it, and it's the winter. So yeah, it's a little bit intense, but I think if you hold the higher vibration, how many times I got to say that tonight? Everybody drink. Then that's hopefully going to work out in your favor. Of course, your birth chart may vary with the results. So it could be something that just passes you by, or it could be something that really hits you fucking hard. Consult your astrologer for more info, not me. Okay. Carol Jean, what does the tarot have any wisdom on my health? Okay. Let's see what this health question. So one for the husband and one for you. Tarot health. Let's see what the universe has got to say. Health, health, health. I met up with an old friend yesterday, and she's been taking care of her health because of some health issues, and she's looking so good, and it's so inspiring. And I'm like, man, I need to get off my ass and do that, because I've really kind of let myself go these last few years, just not exercising like I used to, eating whatever I want, just mixed with being middle aged and going through the change and all that shit. It's a lot, and I need to change my habits and not be so lazy. So I recognize that I've not been doing my part. I've been doing the lower vibration of that. Okay. For you, oh, the magician. Okay, so you just need to start working your magic on your health. So maybe instead of following, if you're having some issues, instead of following the mainstream advice, you might need to get creative and start creating a plan that works for your body and your situation. It's not to say that you should start making up herbal potions or shit, but maybe if that's where your health journey leads. I think the magician is about being in control. So you need to be in control of your health. You need to take charge of it. You need to understand all the intricacies and workings, and not just leave it up to a doctor, because honestly, a lot of the times they don't really know what's going on with you. And so they might not be able to recognize the subtle things that are going to make the difference between you having a really good, healthy time and not such a healthy time. So, good luck with that. We are old. Yeah. Yep. Hanging on that high vibration. Always. Yes, it is way too easy to let yourself go, especially if you're my temperament. I know there's a lot of folks out there that have the opposite temperament. Like if they get nervous, they can't eat, or they got to exercise. They always got to be doing something. They can't sit still. I'm very opposite. I can eat all the things and not move a muscle very happily for days. And that's probably not the best natural temperament to have, but I get to read a lot, so it has its advantages. Goog, can I have a tarot reading for my last week of work for the year? Is that coming up at any time? I mean, that's maybe, I guess, in a month or so. I don't know. Maybe you get off for Christmas and New Year's, so maybe it's earlier. I don't know. Some people get lucky. I'm gonna be working through Christmas, so it's my seasonal job fate, but I don't mind because I know it'll be over. It's like very much a straight line to the end of that tunnel. Oh, you're welcome, Carol Jean. Good luck. Good. All right. Last week of work. Woohoo! Whoa, okay. So you got the tower. Things are going to be different. Things are going to change. They might not be happy or expect or changes that you want to see. Tower moments are always very much moments where there's a fork in the road and you get to one side and then a fucking tree falls. And so you got to go the other way. You got to find another path because the road you was taking is no longer available. So I don't know what that's meaning for your work, but at least you'll hopefully have a little bit of vacation time afterwards to figure out something different or to process or whatever. But just be prepared for some sudden, possibly not so pleasant changes. So you get to become Greg Abbott. Oh, yeah. I don't know about that, but yeah, I would just say, just gird your loins, baby. Gird them loins. All right, I heard requests for more tea. Since I'm here, I might as well. Let's see. Oh, this one's fun. Okay. And y'all will appreciate this because it's family friendly, unlike the pornicle, which I know nobody wants to get right now. I totally understand. But yeah, I did laugh when the pornicle came up last week, and I hope it wasn't too weird or just awkward. But okay, so Nia Wilson is a Olympic gymnast from 2, 3 Olympics ago. I can't remember. Team Great Britain. He won a bronze medal on the high bar. I think it's the high bar. So anyway, he had his Olympics. He got pretty good. He got pretty up there. He won some like European medals and stuff. He was never like a huge star, like, but he was up there, elite gymnast. And so he was going to come back to the Olympics last year, but then injuries took him out. So now what he does, he and his friends who are also ex gymnasts and who he lives like with and on the same floor as, like, it's all a big happy family. They're all these young guys in their 20s, fit as fuck, like just nothing but muscle, and they have these crazy thick accents, and they just run around doing shit, like trying different sports and doing fun like pranks on each other, but they're always using their gymnastics. And I just love that kind of thing. People having a good time, enjoying life, trying new shit, looking fucking hot. Oh my God. Just so sexy. And not that I'm attracted to them. It's just like when you see people who are very beautiful specimens of humanity, at least for me, I just admire it, and they're not overly built, they're built for their purpose. And it's just so much fun to watch. If you ever get a chance, check out Niall Wilson or his channel is kind of the main hub, but each one of them has a channel. I think, oh God, what's the best friend who always does better than him? Can't remember his name. And then there's another friend, and his sister. Like it's just a bunch of kids in their 20s just living life and having a damn good time and doing it most of the time flipping. So yeah, I think Nia Wilson's channel is a good family entertainment, and I'm sure Meemaw will really enjoy it. And I'll spell that Nile. Nile Wilson. Wilson, just like it sounds. Okay. Well, we got 10 minutes left. Shit, I might as well stick it out to the end. God damn. Does anybody have another question? If not, I'm just going to pull a crystal card and an essential oil card just for the group, just for everybody, so we can kind of get a sense of the energies that the universe is wanting us to contemplate over this Thanksgiving weekend. I know I'm going to be working, but y'all may have a lot of eating and other fun things, shopping. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do people do? You're supposed to watch sports, I think. Watch the Thanksgiving parade. I never liked getting up early for that fucking shit. Everybody, when I was a kid, I remember grandparents be up at like 7 in the morning turning at that goddamn TV. And I was in the other room trying to sleep. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, do we need to watch this bullshit? It's the same fucking thing every year. Bunch of poor little girls in short shorts, trying not to freeze their tits off, marching up and down Broadway or wherever the fuck it is in New York City. And yeah, dancing around, acting the fool. And then there's them balloons, and they usually just blow away into a building, and they always look stupid and distorted. Sorry, I just never got into that fucking thing. Okay, here's our crystal. Ooh, this one's perfect. Rose quartz, healing, good energies, high vibration, all of that. What does that say? Open your heart. Open your heart. Be loving, be thankful, go with gratitude. Rose quartz. That one's a pretty common stone. So if you don't have one, maybe you should go to the rock shop this weekend and pick one up. Looks like we have a question from Carol Jean. Does tarot have any wisdom on how to repair my relationship with my stepkids? Ooh, dicey. I presume they are not going to be at the Thanksgiving, although I don't know. We'll see. And the universe says, okay, temperance. Same thing come up. And when the universe pops out 2 cards in the same show, it means it. So before, remember, Megatex had a question about her family, how to get along with her in-laws. And you're asking essentially the same thing about the stepkids. So I'm going to just say the same thing. Meet them where they are, meet them in the middle, try to understand, try to find balance between what you need and what they need. And then if it's not working out, it's okay to back off. It's okay to just like keep the interaction limited. Always take the high vibration and understand your part in whatever's going on. But yes, find your balance and don't be too attached. Don't be too attached to any particular outcome. Just do the best that you can and trust that the universe will work however it needs to. Remember, you are here on a soul mission, and you've signed your soul contracts with other folks on their soul mission, and y'all are all here to teach each other lessons so that you may grow and be a higher dimensional being eventually one day. At least that's what they say. All right. You're welcome. All right, moving through the cards. Let me see if there's a essential oil card that we can all use that the universe will send our way as a scent or a medicine or a tea or a whatever. Lots of ways you can use the plant medicine. Maybe just as a totem. Maybe as a new plant. Maybe you need to get a new plant. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, helichrysum. Helichrysum. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it is a plant that you can use in a lot of different ways. You can use it in body care. You can use it as aromatherapy. You can even take it medicinally. But supposedly it is about promoting longevity and helping you with forgiveness, which I think going through this holiday season is very, very, very good to have. All these things. So maybe find a way to incorporate this. And it's a pretty yellow plant. So maybe even if you can't or you're not interested in putting this plant into your repertoire of things, you can find some yellow flowers somewhere to make your house look brighter. Okay, here's our essential oil for the week end. Let's see, Goog, Magic Hate Ball. Oh my God, why you gotta make me do this? It's so hard. Would I make a good witch? I don't know. Let's see. She's gonna give you an answer. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Karen is definitely, Magic Hate Ball is definitely not a good witch. Let's see if it'll stay. I think it says don't count on it. It's murky, but don't count on it. So no, witchcraft is not for you. Stay away. Find a different hobby. A different hobby than the one that you had. You're not getting good answers this evening. I don't know what's up, but universe got some shit to tell you. Okay. Well, it's coming close to the end of the show. And remember, I told y'all last week I won my lotto ticket. So I got another lotto ticket to scratch off. So hopefully I'll have another winner. Yay! Closing tea. This is the tea, bitch. We're going to get another winner. And you know what? I got 2 cards this time. So yeah, hopefully one of these will be a winner. So put out that good juju to the universe because I ain't scratched them yet. Here we go. What did I decide? I needed I needed a tool, and I got a tool this time. So, all right, here we go. Lucky number. Lucky number is 12, so focus on 12. You want 12 energy. All right, so far not. Oh. All right, here's our last row. Focus on 12, remember. And survey says, no, we did not get a 12. So no, we did not win this time. Boom, 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 boom. Except maybe we'll win our other one. Let's see what the little sloth has to say. Let's see, what does it say? Reveal 3 matching prize amounts, win that amount. Okay, so we just want to win. All right, we're looking for 3 of a kind here, or 2 of a kind in a symbol. All right. And looks like we did not win. Boo. All right, well, we tried. It's okay. Universe doesn't always throw a scratch off your direction. I won last week, so that means I'm $1 down because I broke even with this other $2 ticket. And yeah, so if I'm at the Chinese store again or the Asian store, whatever it is, and I happen to have a couple dollars in my pocket, we'll try it again next week and see if we win. So anyway, thank y'all so much for coming out this evening and entertaining me for an hour. Y'all entertain me just as much as I entertain you, I hope. And enjoy your Thanksgiving. I hope it works out really nice for everybody and that y'all have a wonderful time with your family and that you find the love and the high vibration to get through this bullshit that we're all living through right now. Yeah. So I will see y'all next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central. Of course, you can rewatch this anytime you like, as long as it's up on the YouTube. You can click that play button. You can have it playing in the background while you're cooking dinner, whatever you want to do. Tell your friends, subscribe and like. Love y'all. Bye.